2026 is shaping up to be one of the biggest shakeups in Apple's entire iPhone lineup. Hey guys, Lucifer here. Not only are we getting new Pro models, not only are we getting a refreshed budget option, but Apple is finally preparing to launch something people have been waiting on for years. Their first ever foldable iPhone. And the leaks for this year are very different from anything we've seen before. So let's get straight into what's actually coming. The first iPhone of 2026 won't be a flagship at all. It's the iPhone 17e, the follow-up to the 16e, and this one is all about internal upgrades. The design is expected to stay almost the same, but what's inside is getting a serious step up. Apple is planning to put the A19 chip into this phone, and on top of that, there's a strong chance we'll see the debut of Apple's new C-series communication chip inside it. If Apple actually moves the 17e to the C2 modem, that alone could boost network performance and battery life far more than most people expect. It won't be a flashy device, but it's going to be a noticeably more capable one. As for the price, everyone is hoping for a drop to $499, but realistically, Apple is almost certainly sticking to $599. The good news is that just like the previous E model, discounts usually push it below $500 after a couple of months, so that isn't going to be a long wait. But the main spotlight of 2026 falls on the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max. These are shaping up to be serious upgrades, not just small refinements. The biggest leak right now is that Apple is adding an entirely new camera to the Pro lineup for the first time ever. This isn't just a sensor upgrade, we're talking about an additional camera system, likely built to improve low-light performance, zoom quality, or next-gen portrait depth. And that alone already makes the 18 Pro lineup worth paying attention to. But the real shocker is the connectivity. Apple is reportedly preparing to offer actual satellite 5G capabilities for the first time. Not emergency SOS. Not limited texting. We're talking real data connectivity when cell towers aren't available. If Apple manages to pull this off, the 18 Pro series instantly becomes one of the most advanced communication devices ever sold. The internal modem is also getting a major upgrade. Apple is moving away from the Qualcomm Snapdragon modem that's still being used in the 17 Pro models. The next generation, the C2 chip, is expected to fully replace it. That means better 5G stability, better Wi-Fi performance, less overheating, and potentially huge improvements in battery life. From the outside, the design might look very similar to the 17 Pro models, but the actual improvements are happening inside where they matter. But now comes the biggest part of 2026, the foldable iPhone. After years of leaks, patents, canceled prototypes, and endless rumors, 2026 finally looks like the year Apple enters the foldable market. And the reason they're entering so late suddenly makes sense. Apple has apparently been working on a hinge and display system that reduces the crease to the point where it's almost invisible. That has been their obsession for years, not releasing a foldable until the crease problem was solved. And from what the leaks say, they've done it. The foldable iPhone is expected to have a 5.5-inch outer screen, and when it opens up, the inner display comes in at around 6.8 inches. That makes it only slightly smaller than the older iPad mini size, which is pretty incredible for a device that folds in half and fits in your pocket. This could easily become Apple's next major product category, something on the level of the iPhone X moment, because it finally brings iPad-level functionality to a foldable form factor without the ugly crease that every other foldable still struggles with. And before you ask about the normal iPhone 18 models or the next iPhone Air, those aren't coming in 2026. Apple is reshuffling their release cycle. The Pro models and the foldable will come in September every year, and the lower-tier models will be pushed to early the following year. So the regular iPhone 18, the 18 Plus, and the iPhone Air 2 are all scheduled for early 2027, not 2026. So that's what 2026 looks like. A more powerful 17e with the A19 chip and possibly the new C2 modem, two major Pro models with a brand new camera system, satellite 5G connectivity, and Apple's own communication chip. And finally, the moment everyone has been waiting for, Apple's first foldable iPhone. It's going to be a wild year for Apple fans, and honestly, if even half of these leaks turn out to be true, 2026 might be the most exciting iPhone year in a long time. Which one would you go for? The upgraded Pro models? The cheaper 17E? Or are you finally ready to try the foldable iPhone? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.